You use the Vendor Credit Memo window to enter credits that you receive from vendors for broken merchandise, vendor discounts, and other types of vendor credits you are given. To do this, select Tasks, then Vendor Credit Memos from the menu bar. This will bring up the Vendor Credit Memo window. At the top of the window, you select the vendor ID of the vendor used for this transaction. The name, terms, and remit to fields will fill in based on your selection. Then enter the credit number from the vendor's credit memo. You can then select the accounts payable account that this purchase will debit by using the AP account dropdown. Once you select an invoice to which you will apply the credit, this field won't be available as it will use the account associated with the invoice. You could also enter an optional return authorization into the field with the same name. If you selected a vendor with no open invoices, then the Apply to Purchases tab will appear at the bottom of this window. This tab is used to enter credits that won't be applied to an existing invoice. You can enter returned inventory items using the fields on this tab, or you can simply enter an amount into the Amount field. If you selected a vendor that has open invoices, then the Apply to Invoice Number tab will appear at the bottom of the screen instead of the Apply to Purchases tab. Here you can select the appropriate invoice to credit and also specify the number returned, price, and other credit information. Here you would enter the number of items to return from the invoice by typing that number into the Returned column for the item that you are returning. When you're finished, just click the Save button in the toolbar at the top of this window to save the vendor credit memo.